Today, we are proud to present the IRONMAN 70.3 Puerto Rico, as some of the top triathletes in the world have come to compete in a destination race unlike any other. San Juan has a rich history that offers athletes and spectators a multitude of attractions, but taking center stage is the course. With its breathtaking beauty, challenges, and history, it draws athletes from all over the world.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely love racing here in San Juan. You know, there's a strong field and some good prize money, but really I came here just because it's a fun race and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, look at the hotel here. The view, everything around it's magic. We discovered a super beautiful area.
I think, you know, as a professional, I'm lucky to get to travel the world and see some great places, and not a coincidence that I come back to some races more than once, and San Juan is one of those races that I just love to get back to.
Hello everybody, I'm Paul Higgins and welcome to the IRONMAN 70.3 Puerto Rico. This destination race will be spectacular. We have last year's defending women's champion and two-time male champions. It will be spectacular. The epic course matches the high caliber athletes we have on hand, and that includes several past champions. Representing the strong field of men is two-time Ironman Puerto Rican champion Tim O'Donnell, two-time Ironman Puerto Rican champ Andrew Starkowitz. They lead the pack of very talented men. For the women, reigning defending champion Sarah Haskins returns to build upon her resume. Not short on titles is five-time Ironman champion Lindsay Corbin. And from Belgium, Puerto Rico is proud to welcome Tina Deckers. All the elements of a great race are present: an incredible course, a field of top professional athletes, and a destination like no other on the Ironman circuit. The stage is set, and all the action starts right now at the IRONMAN 70.3 Puerto Rico. Well, this is the calm before the storm. Totally flat waters. It's 6:16 in the morning. The athletes are arriving. Race day is set. Nervous energy all around, but yes, plenty of excitement. A race of this size and magnitude does not just happen. The organization and logistics of putting on a race hosting 1,800 athletes is quite the feat, and for that matter, quite an accomplishment. For race directors and organizers, Arturo Diaz and Alejandro Velasquez, they are prepared, but still putting on some finishing touches.
We now have water, but in the past we put the thing over there so the announcers can see the time. Yeah. Like that?
Yeah, you can maybe do a little tighter. Just enough to get a zip tie through that.
Okay. All right.
That was good.
Hey, better than the tripod. Right? What we have in the course, we have all the Gatorade, we have all the Aquafina, we have all the Pepsi, everything is set. So we have like 2 aid stations, one hit twice on the bike, and then we have 3 aid stations on the run course. Those are punch list items. We'll have to go over those. But in the meantime, you see what we did with the clock? We didn't have a tripod, but look at that. It's a natural tripod.
Natural tripod.
This is an exciting time. Professionals and age groupers have come to Puerto Rico to compete. Days, weeks, and months have been logged in preparation. Now, just minutes are between the competitors and the start of the race. For professional Tim O'Donnell, he has won this race 2 times. He might have the edge, but does he feel the pressure of having a target on his back?
Yeah, I think whenever you've had success in anything, you know, people aim to try to accomplish what you've accomplished. So, yeah, I'd say guys will definitely be looking to me. I wouldn't say I'm the only one they'll be looking towards. Andrew's obviously had a pretty prolific career in 70.3s right now, so I'm sure he'll have that same target on his back too.
The professional men are set for the start of the 1.2-mile swim in the Condado Lagoon. The athletes will soon be shoulder to shoulder, and for that matter, elbow to elbow. The field of competitors are fast, fluid, and precise in the water. For the ones that have been here before, they know what to expect. Two-time Puerto Rican champion Andrew Starkowitz seems quite confident and ready.
I think that my style of racing always puts a target on my back because everybody knows from the start I go hard, and they need to dig everything they can out of the swim and bike so they're within some sort of striking distance on the run. And it's my goal that I got to put as much time as I can into them.
With the sound of the horn, the IRONMAN 70.3 Puerto Rico is underway with the men's professional division. excellent swimmers in this field of men as they jockey for position in the warm and what was calm waters of the Condado Lagoon. As they get into stride, the pro women deal with the anxiousness and adrenaline of the start of their race. For defending champion Sarah Haskins, she knows what she has to get done to defend her title here in Puerto Rico.
Anytime you come back to a race where you have won the year before, you're known as the person to beat. You are defending this race. But really, anytime I go into a race, I just focus on what I need to do and having the best possible outcome. And every race, every year, there's so many different variables that can play out. You just have to be prepared for any scenario and just really focus on what you have to do.
5 minutes after the start of the men's race, the women's pro swim portion of the Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico gets underway. The ladies jet off to a fast start and quickly get into a rhythm all their own. In no time, the front of the pack is established, with Sarah Haskins and Tina Deckers battling for the top spot. For the men, it was no surprise that Cameron Dye would exit the Condado Lagoon in first. Just steps from him would be Tim O'Donnell. In third, exiting the swim, is Frederick Van Leerde. In fourth place, keeping with the front runners, is Andrew Starkowitz. All in fine fashion, take to the streets, the 500-meter barefoot run to the first transition. Here, the runners have to be careful to literally watch the road for any uneven surface or unexpected bumps in the road. What awaits these competitors in the first transition area, where it's the calm before the storm, are hundreds and hundreds of bikes. For the moment, they are strategically still. Depending on one's budget, this canvas of titanium, aluminum, and carbon will soon be a sea of competitors flocking to their bikes in the next phase of the race. Tim O'Donnell edges out Cameron Dye into the transition and locates his bike exactly where he left it hours before. He methodically transforms himself and his mindset to that of a swimmer to a biker. Just seconds behind him in second place is Cameron Dye. He too has an excellent transition. And before you know it, these high-caliber, world-class athletes are often cycling in the historic streets of San Juan, Puerto Rico. The women start to exit the swim, and in first by strides is defending champion Sarah Haskins. She quickly leaves the steps and begins the 500-meter fast-paced, shoeless run to her first transition. Behind is Sarah's top contenders as they exit the swim, up the stairs, and off to the transition. Sarah Haskins looks comfortable as she enters the swim to bike transition. She has a sizable lead, and she goes through her transition with ease. Focused and precise, she methodically transforms into a bike racer, ready to defend her title. With no one in sight, she exits the transition. The Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico is well underway as the men's and women's leaders start to settle into a groove. There's no doubt that no lead is safe and it's certain to change. Or is it? Find out as we return to San Juan. You're watching the Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico.
I lost my heart there. Best kept secret. The happiest place on earth. What a rush. Live your own 5-star vacation story. Come to Puerto Rico, the all-star island.
The Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico, presented by the Puerto Rico Tourism Company, is being brought to you by San Juan Ciudad Patria, Gatorade, Target Rent-A-Car, and BN Sports.
Welcome back to San Juan. The Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico is well underway. And to reset the action for you, Tim O'Donnell led a tight pack of men out of the water into the transition and now onto stage 2. And that is a 56-mile, 2-loop cycle through the streets of San Juan. O'Donnell is in fine fashion. He had great success in Kona and enters this season with lots of optimism.
I feel like I'm in the prime of my career right now. Obviously, with my result in Kona last year, it's a great season for me. And I've won this race a few times, and I love it. I know the course really well, so I'm excited to kick off a new season back here in Puerto Rico.
For the ladies coming into the race, all eyes were on reigning and defending champion Sarah Haskins, and for good reason. Sarah blasted out in first, exiting the 1.2-mile swim, and now she holds on to the lead. but feels the pressure from the women fast approaching. Sarah is an extraordinary talent in the sport of triathlon. Having won last year, Sarah knows that defending her title will not be easy.
Well, like I said, every race there's different competitors, there's different people. I mean, I like to still focus on, you know, like you said, this is a hard course. I mean, this is a hard run. You can feel great on the swim and the bike, and you get to the second lap of the run and you get to the hills, and if you didn't properly execute swim, the bike, you know, with hydration, you know, the first part of the run, it could come back to get you.
Sarah, without a doubt, has to be concerned because Tina Deckers is starting to close the gap as she is now in second place. Tina looks strong and has a good rhythm at this stage of the race. We'll keep a close eye on this. And as mentioned, Puerto Rico is a destination race for these athletes, spouses, and families, meaning it's one of those events on the circuit that athletes can fully enjoy at their leisure. San Juan and its surroundings has so much to offer. You'll never run out of things to do, and if by chance you do, there is no shortage of beautiful beaches or pools for you to relax and enjoy.
This is something that I can't get tired of talking about, is how beautiful the race course is. The IRONMAN group has chosen an amazing course. It's beautiful and it highlights all the beautiful things of Puerto Rico in just one race. So it's like having a vacation. You start in the beautiful Condado Lagoon. Condado is really the heart of the tourism area in Puerto Rico. So you start in the Condado Lagoon, walking distance from your hotel. Then you race your bike all the way beachside, all the way to beautiful Dorado, and you have an amazing view of the north side of the island and its beaches. And then you race into Old San Juan. You go to the historic El Morro. You pass right by the World Heritage Site, the walled city of Old San Juan, and you come back right into the middle of your hotel, very close to your walking distance to your hotel when you finish. So it's very easy, but it's beautiful. You couldn't have chosen a better course.
The Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico is really heating up. Right now, everyone is out on the 56-mile bike race. For the men, the competition is heating up. For the ladies, Sarah Haskins has the lead. Will she maintain it? I know that I've got somewhere to go, and I'm going to get there a lot faster than them. Let it rip. Woo! We have quite the race unfolding in Stage 2 of the Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico with the men. Tim O'Donnell and Aussie Cameron Dye exchange leads leading to the first turnaround as the 56-mile two-loop course is starting to flex its muscles. Not far behind, getting in the mix, is two-time Puerto Rican champion Andrew Starkowitz. Andrew, who is as competitive as anyone in Ironman, feeds on the competition.
The biggest aspect of it is being able to use things maybe that might be negative that are going on in your daily life and use them as a positive in your racing. Whether it be you got hit in the face in the swim and it knocked your goggles off, and you can get pissed off about it, or you can just say, okay, let's roll with the punches here, let's keep it going. Like Austin last year, I flatted. I had a 3-minute lead 28 miles into the bike. I could have easily just thrown the race out right there and been like, oh shoot, I flatted. But it's just, you gotta roll with the punches. Some days just aren't gonna go right, and you gotta get what you can out of them.
Andrew, pushing hard, took over the #1 spot at the first turnaround. 2 years ago, he won his second straight Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico. And now, with this being the first major race of the year, he looks in fine fashion. With that said, he has an excellent field behind him and no lead is safe. A good case in point is the women's race. Tina Deckers now finds herself in the lead. Tina seems to be gaining strength and momentum. With Sarah Haskins in striking distance, Tina will have to continue to push hard. And it's beautiful to watch as these world-class athletes perform at their very best. No doubt we have a great women's race building as Tina Deckers is feeling comfortable in the lead in front of reigning champion Sarah Haskins. With over 1,800 athletes competing, it's no simple task to keep this race running smoothly. On hand to help make it happen are hundreds and hundreds of volunteers. Whether it's in the transition area or on the course, these volunteers make a huge difference in the success of this event. Volunteer team captain Sofia Lugo explains the integral role these volunteers play during the event.
I am a volunteer captain here at the IRONMAN 70.3 Puerto Rico. I have my volunteers in my school because I just go and recruit them because they have been working here the 6 years also, and they love this event. They get very excited this time of the year because they know this is the best event here. We always do have fun, and I love it. It's my favorite event here in Puerto Rico.
Well, we definitely thank the volunteers for doing such a great job. The race would not be the same without them. The action at the Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico is definitely heating up. And will the heat that reflects off the historic wall during the run, also known as the microwave, be the difference maker? We'll soon find out. But first, we have the second loop of the 56-mile bike race to settle. Much more to come from San Juan after this.
I lost my heart there. Best kept secret. The happiest place on earth. What a rush. Live your own 5-star vacation story. Come to Puerto Rico, the all-star island.
We welcome you back to San Juan for the Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico in what has shaped up to be one competitive and exciting triathlon. Each and every year, the competitors are treated to the Athlete Expo. This takes place the day before the race and offers up an exciting look to all the new products and innovations that hit the market on an annual basis. This is a great opportunity to spend some of that piggy bank money that you have stashed away. Plus, if you have forgotten anything, the Expo will have what you need. If you're a real adventurer, come to San Juan and buy everything new. Well, picking up the action, Andrew Starkowitz took over the lead in Stage 2 at the first turnaround of the 56-mile two-loop bike race. He has settled into a nice rhythm, but still on his mind and not far behind is Tim O'Donnell. The most difficult and without a doubt the equalizer of this race is still to come, and that is the run. Andrew must try and save his energy. Without a doubt, the action with the men on the bikes has been very exciting. To the women, Tina Deckers has put together an excellent Stage 2 portion of the Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico. She maintains her lead over reigning champion Sarah Haskins. No doubt, Sarah knew this was going to be a challenging race.
Bottom line, when the gun goes off, it doesn't matter if you've done the race 10 times or 1 time. It comes down to being able to execute on that day, being tough, and racing your heart out.
Catching up with the men, Andrew Starkowitz is first into the bike-to-run transition. Andrew has a good transition, precise in his ability to stay focused after a 56-mile two-loop bike race. Trailing Andrew is Tim O'Donnell, and it's no mystery that these two are fierce competitors, and they will both fight to the end. While Andrew and Tim are out on the run course, the competitive field of men start to populate the transition area. But right now, this looks like a two-man race. All that could change as Stage 3 of this race is the most difficult. Arriving in the transition first for the women is Tina Deckers. She is putting on an impressive showing here in San Juan, as Tina quickly and smoothly gets in and out of the transition area, maintaining her lead. Will she be able to keep up a solid pace and hold off the field behind her? With that said, Sarah Haskins arrives in the transition area. She knows what to expect in the run ahead. She too has a good transition, and now the chase is on to try and catch Tina Deckers, who took over the lead in Stage 2. While the men and women take to the streets of San Juan and contest this challenging Stage 3 of the race and the likes of the microwave, we travel to Toro Verde with their own unique list of nicknames for the most impressive zipline adventure park in the world. With names like the Beast, the Wild Bull, the Flight of the Condor, Scorpion's Tail, and the Monster, how could you go wrong? Once we're suited up with all our vital safety gear, we are ready for the adventure of a lifetime. No doubt this is a must when you visit Puerto Rico. This is a must on anyone's bucket list of things to do. I'm positive when I tell you that words can't describe the incredible experience of ziplining at Toro Verde. Our day at Toro Verde was amazing, and we can't wait until we visit again. Book your ticket right now at ToroVerdePR.com. When we come back, we return to the streets of San Juan as both the men and women have set the stage for a great finish to the Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico. Can Sarah Haskins defend her title and catch Tina Deckers? And for the men, how about Tim O'Donnell and Andrew Starkowitz? Both have won this race 2 times. How will that finish? We'll answer those questions and have a lot more. You're watching the Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico.
I lost my heart there. Best kept secret. The happiest place on earth. What a rush. Live your own 5-star vacation story. Come to Puerto Rico, the all-star island.
The Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico, presented by the Puerto Rico Tourism Company, is being brought to you by El Nuevo Dia, Hima San Pablo, Alive, and Inshore.
Welcome back to San Juan, the destination location for the Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is without a doubt a tropical paradise, complete with unmistakable rich history that is still evident and embraced in the city of San Juan. Puerto Rico is known around the world for its heritage, friendly people, traditional cuisine, its tropical climate with incredible beaches, the diverse natural scenery that includes lavish rainforests and thrilling views from the longest zip line in the world. This is why this destination race is so popular with the competitors.
The 3 words that best describe Puerto Rico are beautiful, it's friendly, and it's varied. There's so much to do in our island.
As evident, uncompromised beauty and history await athletes in Puerto Rico. There are plenty of reasons to visit Puerto Rico, so don't wait. Make your reservation now and experience what all these racers and their families love and enjoy about this region of the Caribbean. Not all will say that Stage 3 of the Ironman is enjoyable. That certainly is debatable as the competitors weave their way through Old San Juan in what is the most challenging element of the race. At this stage of the day, the competitors have swam 1.2 miles in the Condado Lagoon. Followed that with a 56-mile bike over the northern part of the island to Dorado that consists of challenging crosswinds near the Atlantic Ocean. The 2-loop 13-mile run is the final stage and most difficult. To reset the action for the professional men, Andrew Starkowitz led the men coming out of the second transition, with Tim O'Donnell not too far behind. As mentioned earlier, Andrew has won this race on 2 occasions. Even though this race is early into the competitive season, he still wants to win it.
Granted, it's a race I want to win. It's a race that I love. Because I love the people, I love the support, I love the course.
On Andrew's heels and gaining ground fast is 2-time Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico champion Tim O'Donnell. Tim is an amazing athlete with an impressive background in this very challenging sport, coming off a season in that he placed 3rd at the Ironman World Championship in Kona, Hawaii. He was the top American finisher both in 2013 and in 2015. Having attended the United States Naval Academy, Tim has earned 50-plus podium finishes, including winning 21 major events throughout the world. It was no surprise that Tim, on this first lap of the run, passed Andrew before the most difficult part of the run, and that is the microwave. Tim would waste little time in settling into a nice rhythm as he increased his lead. Andrew started to regress, falling off the pace. For Tim, success that keeps coming is certainly something that he feels good about in this stage of his career.
Triathlon's really a sport of progression and consistency. If you can stay healthy over the years, you really just build on all that fitness and you build on that race experience. And I think that's what really I have playing in my favor right now is that experience and that consistent, relatively injury-free years of training and racing.
At this point, Tim looks to be in complete control of the race. Fellow American Cameron Dye is in a battle with Aussie Leon Griffin for second place. When we last left the ladies, Tina Deckers was in the lead, with Sarah Haskins in second. That is exactly where it still stands. Tina is definitely in a nice rhythm and continues to hit her stride. Sarah is running solid as well. As the defending champion, she looks like she will podium again. A year earlier, she was in the lead at this point in the race. I joked with her earlier in the week about her singing to herself on the course.
I think my mind just kind of started going into, what do you think about when you're doing like an extra long run? Your brain just kind of starts singing or thoughts like totally different from the race. That was the only time I sang. I'm not sure really why. We'll see if that happens again.
In third place, putting on the pressure is Lindsay Corbin, a terrific triathlete that came into this race with high expectations.
You definitely are going to have to take a little bit of risk race day. I mean, it's going to be the best competitor that wins, but you also have to be pretty smart as well. It's going to be really hot. It's a hot, challenging course. Really, it comes down to the run. I mean, it's the last leg of the race, but that's really where you start to feel the heat, and you can tell if you didn't hydrate or get enough fuel in.
For the men, the action was hot, literally, and without a doubt, competitive. As expected, the run became the deciding element of the race. Tim O'Donnell made the pass at the end of the first lap and manages to hold on to his lead to win his third Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico. Tim O'Donnell came to Puerto Rico determined to do well. It's hard to imagine, but with all his past success, he seems like he's at the top of his game in the sport of triathlon. All facets of his race were strong.
Every race is hard to try to win, and you never know when you're going to get another one, so you just have to put it out there on race day. And I really think I executed well today, and stayed pretty comfortable throughout the race and in control. And I was lucky everything worked out.
The final results look like this. Again, Tim O'Donnell takes first place. Finishing in second is Leon Griffin, followed by Cameron Dye. Frank Silvestrin rounded out the top 5. Once Tina Deckers took over defending champion Sarah Haskins on the run, she did not look back. Okay, maybe a couple times just to be sure. Tina ran a great race in stage 3. Down the stretch, Tina maintained a lead over Sarah of just under 2 minutes. Sarah ran a complete race, coming out of the swim in fine fashion. She biked well in the streets of Puerto Rico and then competed hard on the run. But on this day, Tina Deckers would rise to the occasion and win her first Ironman 70.3 Puerto Rico.
Out of Belgium, Tina Deckers!
Yes, congratulations goes out to Tina as she shined brightly in the backdrop of one of the most beautiful courses in the sport of triathlon. Tina utilized all her skills to win this race.
At first, I thought I could never make it. I started believing in it only after the first lap, because I saw her coming and I thought, I maybe second or third place, it's going to be good as well. But then after the first lap, I thought, okay, maybe I can make it, and then, this is great.
Here are the results for the top 5 women. Tina in first. Sarah Haskins held on to second, while Lindsay took third. Jody Robertson finished in 4th. Without a doubt, this race would not be the same without the hundreds and hundreds of age groupers that come to Puerto Rico to participate. If you have the desire to enter and have no idea how to get started, a great way to get involved and properly prepared is with the Ironman Tri-Club program. Yes, this is a fantastic way to avoid doing it all alone. With the support and camaraderie of a triathlon club, you can enhance the voyage to the finish and gain like-minded friends along the way. The energy that these club members bring is obvious.
I think one of the things that is really special about the Tri-Club program is that it's a way for us to reach out to our athletes and give them so much.
We've noticed a lot of benefits, not only from training and racing together, but also the Ironman program provides special entries, events like this, just opportunities for us to train and race together as a group, which is probably the biggest benefit of our tri-team in general.
Come to Puerto Rico!
I am Coach Todd, head coach of NoLimitsTriathlon.com from Calgary, Alberta, and we are in it to win it.
Hi, I'm Gina Alvarez, Ironman certified coach, coach of Strike Force Racing out of the Woodlands, Texas, home of Ironman Texas. We're here in Puerto Rico to have some fun and kick some Tri-Club butt. Woo!
That should get you motivated to join us in Puerto Rico next year. Check out Ironman.com for a Tri-Club in your area. Yes, another great Ironman experience here in Puerto Rico. Congratulations goes out to all the winners. Congratulations goes out to everyone that crossed the finish line. This year's event, bigger and better than last year. We can hardly wait till next year. Until then, I'm Paul Higgins. Thanks for watching. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.